Greetings and salutations, my name is JW608, and today we're playing StarMade. Well, I'm playing StarMade, you know it anyway. Alright, so, I was sitting here thinking, I need to go back to my testing platform and do some more testing on turrets and whatnot. I thought, nah, let's do some testing live on a frigate. I need to work on the frigate anyway. So, what I'm thinking is going ahead, I ripped all the turrets off of here, and going ahead and adding turrets back in. So, I want to pull in an AMS-3. I believe that was... Alright, let's instead spawn it docked. There we go, that's what I actually wanted to do. AMS-3 there on the belly. Let's see, where do I want another AMS? You know, I did design these so they work together so we could. Because that was a problem with the old design, is that they didn't work together. I could do something like this. I have like 6 AMS turrets here on the top. Oh, let's try that out. Load, spawn docked. Admin load, spawn docked. Let's press the wrong button. Admin load, spawn docked. Oh, those are too close. Those are like way too close. Alright, so let's hop into this one and dock. Goodbye. And let's F1, F8 back into the main ship. Let's turn our flashlight off. Yeah, I have these too close to be doing that, having 6 of these units together. And my symmetry turned off for some reason. I probably turned it off somehow. Admin load, spawn docked. And you admin load, spawn docked. So that's 5 AMS, and I want an AMS here in the back as well. You AMS spawn docked. Alright. Now, these guys. I want some heavier turrets. I want some of my anti-aircraft turrets here. So let's just rip you right out here. And let's add a little more here. Because I want to give it more room to breathe. Actually, let's do something like that. There. Work harder, not smarter. Okay. Alright, and now let's pull in our 9 turret dock. Well, that's a 5 turret dock. I don't want that. I want the 9 turret base. There we go. And let's make sure we have it pointed a direction I want it. I want them forward facing for right now. Let's put it right there. No, I think up just a little. So maybe right there. That looks good. I brought it up and over so I have more room to play. Let's pull that off. And let's do something like this for these guys. And something like that. All right. There we go. Huh. Or just do something like this. And then something like this. Oh, I like that too. It almost looks like there's a cable or something going to the turrets. Does that go into the quick? Yeah, that goes into the quick, but yeah, it does go into the quick. Don't want to do that. Yeah. Hey, I think I like that. That doesn't really matter that there's this big gap there. And also having another layer of armor here, because if somebody tries to shoot out the turret, it'll give the ship a little more oomph. Okay. Also, my nose guns are probably going to be a little different anyway. Well, let's see how this one turns out, then we'll worry about the nose guns. Alright, so let's pull off our symmetry, and let's start designing a heavy turret. A anti-fighter turret. I'm thinking anti-fighter turrets, then maybe some heavier turrets on the nose. Well, we'll figure out that later. We'll figure out that later. Alright, so let's turn you back onto symmetry this away and this away. And let's grab some pink basic armor. Let's do something like this. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, like that. Does this allow me to rotate? It allows me to rotate all the degrees. Okay, that's good. That's what I wanted. So let's rip all these out now. Taking care not to rip out the good stuff. And alright. Just making sure that I have a base that can turn. I guess I really don't need these inner pieces if it's going to be inside. But I want them because I'm a StarMade player. Alright, so let's do something like that. Okay, so now I have a functional base. Not great, but functional. So let's pull off this symmetry again and grab something like scaffolding. 5. And let's see, what am I doing? I am going to need a barrel of some sort. What if we do it right here? Let's see. Let's see what this brings us. No, not you. You. And let's do something like this. And since I don't like magic floating blocks, I will... Nah, we'll take magic floating blocks onto turret, because we're cheaty like that. Let's create docking for you. We'll put the core right here in the center line and make sure he points the right way, otherwise the turret doesn't work quite right. Alright, and we now have a functioning turret. I know it doesn't have any guns or armor or power or anything of that nature, but it's a functioning turret. And we're going to slap a Bobby AI in here. We're going to make sure it's a turret. It's active. Can I... I'm going to set these to ships. So that way I don't worry about them attacking a station. I don't worry about these turrets focusing on the station. I can have my main guns focus on the station. These will just attack any fighter support that happens to wander by. I think that's what I'm going to do. Now, here comes the big question. What type of weapon system do I want? Do I want a cannon? I don't know. Let's see. What can I get away with is probably the better question. So let's do something like that. And get some ZY symmetry. And how is this going to affect my turning? It is not. Alright. I ran out of mouse pad. So we can do something like this. And I want to connect these somewhere along the line. Like right there. You could use the tools that you've been given. Alright. G, turn up my Canon computer. And let's make sure that's slaved here so I actually shoot the right way. And let's make sure you're the output so I don't make sure you're the output, you know what I mean. Oh look! It destroys blocks on a totally undefended target. Unshielded and whatnot. Huh, who'd have thought it? Alright. What damage am I actually doing? Reload 2,540. This is about as strong as my AMS cannons, or AMS turrets. So let's hit this way. Let's come back here and let's do something like this to show me my limitations vertically. Or vertically, sidewaysly. Horizontally. No. Yeah, horizontally. I want to know my horizontal limitations. There we go. So I know I can build systems out. Why not that? Why can't I build there? Not actually blocking anything. Oh, okay. Alright. And since we no longer have to worry about integrity. Now, the question is, do I want these to be like 2 independent gun groups, or do I want them to be like 1? I think I want to go with 2. So, pew, pew. That's as tall as I can get vertically, or uppity. Let's rip some of this out. If I get a better angle, what am I hitting? I'm hitting this. Okay. There we go. Alright, so that's the basic shape I can get away with that way. I don't need to go down. This is as far down as I actually need to go. So I could just slam. Well, no. Yeah, that's about as far down as I need to go. Alright. Okay, so we could do something like this. Trying to squeeze as much as I can into this thing. Pew, pew. I have sound turned off because I was doing horrible things. Alright, so yeah, they're doing 3,000 per barrel damage, not DPS, it's damage per shot. So let's pull up something, let's pull up a box fight. No, let's pull up a box bomber. I haven't shot a box bomber in a long time. Oh, no, don't reboot. No, I don't want it to be that. Yeah, one shot took out, well, with 6,000 shields, which is exactly what it should be. I believe all my reactor stuff is on this side. Apparently not. It's been forever since I've worked on the box bomber. Oh, I'm ripping out systems. Isn't the reactor over there? Or is it over here? No. I put it up top. I don't know. Just shoot it until it stops moving. Huh. Recoil with turrets isn't as bad as it used to be. Have I not hit a reactor block yet? Look at that. It's 100%. Oh, nope, nope. There it goes. I found the reactor. Alright. Now, I should probably actually be targeting a cutter. Why a cutter? Because a potential target I know has shielding roughly equivalent to a cutter. Roughly. Maybe. A Linscap, that is. I've given him some of my ships to use as combat test. And I've been learning a lot from his combat test. I've learned the cutter is not a very good fighter. But its shields are probably too much for its class. And can withstand his long-range fighter, but his short-range fighter just rips it to shreds. Anywho, I want this turret to be able to maybe not kill a cutter on itself, but at least help rip its shields down. Actually, before we go, let's just pull in a cutter and just shoot it and see what happens. Oh yeah, that's taken out, what, 8% of its shields at a time? About 8% of the shields per shot. Now I'm getting into the good stuff. Right, so question is, do I want this to be stronger or not? What a dumb question. Of course I want it to be stronger. Anywho, I have been JW608. This has been the beginning of my anti-fighter turret, and I will dig you cats later.